So you're thinking about buying a house. What are the steps to do so in the next 5 years? Let's take a look. I'm going to do a little spreadsheet with you or a little notebook kind of learning class today. Okay, so how to buy a home by 2031. DESC is the acronym we're going to be working off of. That is thinking about your employment, your savings and your credit. So those are the things that we're going to really be focusing on today. So first of all, we're going to talk about tracking your expenses. So I personally use an Excel spreadsheet. My husband uses an Excel spreadsheet as well, or Google spreadsheets. And we track our expenses. So mine, I have a business expense sheet that I use and I write everything down. I write down where the expense came from, the date, the amount, and then notes for myself. And for my business, I'm tracking, was it office related, buyer related, seller related, a listing, whatever it may be, education. So I'm tracking all of those expenses. For my husband, he tracks everything by categories for personal stuff. So takeout, how much is he spending? Groceries, how much is he spending? Amazon is one of the categories. Um, and just tracking everything that goes out. You want to track all of your expenses out and everything that's coming in as well. So tracking your expenses is number one. Then we're going to talk about cutting unnecessary. Wow, guys, I'm a really good speller, I promise. I don't know why I just blanked on that. Okay, cut your unnecessary expenses. So that may be ordering out, that may be subscriptions, things that you're not using as much. Things like subscriptions, I did a tech audit at the beginning of the year, and it was a great thing for me to do because I use a lot of different tools for my business specifically, like ChatGPT, Canva, HeyGen, all of those things. So I did a tech audit and determined what it is that I'm using or what I can cut or what I can downgrade my subscription on. So that was a great thing to do. Get out your Excel spreadsheet again, your Google spreadsheet, and write down all of the tech that you're using and a subscription audit. So write down all of your subscriptions. A great thing that I also do is I put all of my subscriptions on one credit card. So one credit card is subscriptions only. That way, every single month when those subscriptions come in, I'm realizing, do I still use this? Do I not use it? Can I cut down or downgrade the subscription that I'm at, the tier that I'm at? Analyze all of that data. What are you paying for monthly and what can you cut? And then go through all of your expenses, lay everything out, and where are the areas where you can cut on your expenses as well? What's unnecessary? Because you want to cut those unnecessary expenses so that you can focus on saving. So just a little fact, the average household price or the average household in Massachusetts needs to make $210,000 to buy the average price home. Um, Now, in central Massachusetts, that number is a little bit lower. So in central Mass, the average household needs to make 118,000 in order to buy the average price home in central Massachusetts. So if you are not making that income, do you need a new job? Is it time for a career change? I know it's a big thing. It's a big decision to make. Talk it over with your partner, think it over with your family, your friends, whoever may be that you want to talk that through. But if you're not making enough to purchase a home, what else, what has to give, right? So you may need to look at a career change. If you don't see growth where you're currently at, you may need to discuss it, think about it, and see what changes you can make. Another thing, location. So obviously, you can see average price home in Massachusetts is going to be higher than the average price home in Central Mass, which is going to be higher than the average price home in Western Massachusetts. Your location matters. So are you going to have to change locations? If you've been focusing on Boston or just outside of Boston, maybe you need to move west a little bit. Maybe you need to move south a little bit. For a lot of people in Massachusetts, I also am licensed in Connecticut, and I've had a few buyers that have decided to focus on Connecticut instead. So is location going to have to change as well? Okay, credit. So monitor your credit. What can you do? I don't want you using Credit Karma. That's a very basic thing. It's not always accurate. I want you to really be using your TransUnion, Experian, your bank to monitor your credit. Log in, take a look at your credit, see where it's at. and then work on credit repair. So keep your usage under 30% on your credit cards, but not at zero. You don't want your balance to be at zero either. Pay things off early. Talk to a financial advisor if you want to. I have a number of different referrals from financial advisors that are wonderful and can help you through that as well. And some of my lenders too, if they're working with a home buyer that needs to work on their credit, they will also give tips, tricks, and different ideas on how to better their credit as well. So talk to a financial expert and see how you can fix your credit, improve your credit, because higher credit scores are going to help you in the long run. So take a look at your credit and see if you need to make any repairs on that. Your cash, your savings, I want you to log it. What is coming in? So we talked about your expenses. That's everything going out. Your cash is coming in, right? I want you to log what's coming in and what's going out, of course. So you need to focus on your savings and put your savings in somewhere where you're going to get an investment back, right? High yield savings accounts. Again, talk to a financial advisor, a financial planner to see what high yield savings accounts, what investments might be best for you financially. You want to be conscious. Conscious consumption is something that you want to keep in mind. So consume everything that's around you. Are you spending your money on an investment, or are you spending it on a consumption? So determine what's an investment, what's consumption, where can you save, where can you cut your unnecessary expenses, and log everything. Write it all down, because when you see it in front of you on paper, that's going to make a big difference. You're seeing what's going out and what's coming in. Where can you save? What changes do you need to make? So these are the steps that I want you guys to take if you want to buy a house in the next 5 years. I have a great workbook as well that is really tracking everything, your home buying planner. So if you want that, just shoot me an email and I will send that right over to you. But if you have any questions at all about buying a home in the next 5 years, I am here to help. I'm here to walk you through the process. Happy to send you my guidebook, my buyer's guide, my planner, everything that I have, all of my resources, my financial planners, everybody that is on my team to help you through the process and get you to home ownership. So let me know how I can help. All of my info is in the description below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and send this to a friend who might be thinking about buying a home.